Hey YouTube, towards the beginning of this year, I decided to start a virtual portfolio and invest in a few popular investors on the etoro platform. Basically, I invested about $1,000 of virtual money in each of these investors that you see here. I also invested $1,000 in the Nasdaq 100 ETF. And the aim is to compare how these popular investors did against the Nasdaq ETF. So the purpose of this virtual portfolio is also to show that copy trading can be successful. I intend to monitor it every 6 months, and at every 6 months point mark I will rotate some of the popular investors into other better performing popular investors. So for example, at the next 6 months mark, I may remove some of these popular investors who have not been performing as well. Now let's take a look at the popular investors who have done the best so far in 2020. Let's start with Muhab. Muhab has a YouTube channel and you can check that out if you're interested to know more. Let's take a look at his stats. So his performance takes the cake this year with a 31+% performance so far. He is managing between 50k to 100k. Let's take a look at his portfolio. So in his portfolio, he has a few high conviction stocks: Facebook, Alibaba, Tesla, and so on. He has about 9+% in cash right now. I think one of the reasons his portfolio has done so well this year is because of his shrewd investment in Tesla, and you can see how much Tesla has risen. His portfolio seems interesting, but it has not as much history as other portfolios. You can see that he only started his etoro portfolio in April of last year. But from what I've seen so far, he seems to be a long-term investor, and he places bets on his highest conviction ideas, and I think that is a recipe for success. Up next, let's take a look at J Nemesis. J Nemesis is a very popular investor on etoro, and he is very active as well. He does post useful information on his feed as well. You can check that out. Let's take a look at his stats. He has done an amazing 28% plus so far this year, and that is on top of 52% last year. Although in 2018 you can see that he lost more than half of his account. He did minus 53%. And if you want, you can take a look at the record for the previous years as well. His portfolio seems to be a long and short portfolio. While he seems to be primarily long, he also does take short positions. You can see this short selling of TripAdvisor here. Another short position here. And he's shorting Germany's index as well. Being short, I think, has hurt him so far, in May when the market has rebounded, and even in April. But he had a very good performance in Jan. Whether that performance is sustainable for the rest of the year, we'll have to wait to see. Next, let's take a look at Harry H. 1993. Harry tends to invest in companies that have high growth potential and those that are undervalued. He also has a website. Let's take a look at his stats. So Harry has done very well as well. He has done about 21% plus so far in 2020, and that's on top of a 43% gain in 2019. And even in 2018, which was a down year for the S&P, where it was down minus 6+%, he managed to stay positive for that year. So he does have a relatively longer term track record. Let's take a look at his portfolio. So I think the two stocks that have driven his portfolio up so much this year are probably Shopify and Tesla. And you can see his gains on these stocks over here. These are some of the other stocks he has in his portfolio. And he's holding about 8% plus in cash. As mentioned, he has a website and you can check that out as well. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I have a watch list of long-term investors that I closely track on eToro. I've spoken about Spark Liang and One Girl in my May update for Project Buffett 2.0. They have done very well this year as well, with returns of above 20%. And their portfolios seem even better to me because they are not taking high risk. You can check out my discussion about their portfolios in that video. If you would like to be a patron and a supporter of the channel, jump over to our Patreon website and you can subscribe to one of our membership levels. You can also gain personal access through me and also my immediate thoughts and actions in the stock market through Discord at about $5 per month. We look forward to seeing you on the Discord chat. So if you like what you saw in this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not, so for future updates. And if you like the general platform, the eToro platform, and you like the ability to copy good investors, I suggest you join the eToro platform. You can use my link in the description tab, and you can even get an extra $50 to start trading. So thank you for watching. I hope you took away some good points from this video. I hope you stay with us on this journey, this long-term journey, and we'll see you in the next video.